So for my piece, I did write a short story. Um, so just for purposes so that you understand where I'm going, I so we have three trees speaking. We have Willow is the grandmother, the oldest. We have Cypress, which is the mother or the middle one, and then we have Jupiter, which is the youngest one. And they all represent different eras. All right. So I'm ready. The scene opens the soft hum of a drone hovering over a quiet patch of Harlem woods. The camera zooms in on a small cluster of trees with burgundy leaves at the top, its branches swaying in rhythm. As the drone lowers to get a feel of what's going on in the surroundings, the kids wondering what's going on, what can they find? The drum gets lower and you can hear the voices rise in harmony, rich and full of soil and soul as they sing. If this were mine, I'd give you everything. They sing in unison. As they laugh, the laughter rustles through the leaves. Cypress chuckles, turning to Jupiter. Now tell me, child, what do you know about Luther? Jupiter grinning, tapping her roots into the soil. I didn't have to be there. It's in the DNA. It runs through my roots. The music, the history, the love, it's all in the soil. Willow, her grandmother hums approvingly, nodding as a group of older folks strolls through the park, their conversation soft but animated. The trees fall into a comfortable silence listening. Then Willow speaks. Ah, back in the day, Harlem had a heartbeat you could dance to. Jazz poured out of every window. Langston Hughes sat over there with his notebook, and Duke Ellington's piano made the wind jealous. Jupiter leaned in excited. That sounds magical. Willow chuckled softly. It was. And you could feel it in the soil. It was rich, like poetry mixed with moonlight, heavy ideas. The ground held the weight of dreams, of first drafts, of songs hummed into the night. A young couple passes, the man, excuse me, a young couple passes, the man in a striped pinstripe suit, a woman in a flapper-style dress. The trees watch, amused. Cypress grinning. Look at them, dressed like they're headed to a Savoy ballroom. Now that was a place to be. The Lindy Hop, baby, that dance could shake the earth. Jupiter, curious. Well, in that time, I'm sure there was something to learn. Was there a lesson? Did you learn it? Willow, thoughtful. You know that black art, black thought, and black love, they're eternal. Even in struggle, we create. We carve beauty out of hard times. She passes as a breeze moves through her leaves and then sighs. But, child, we also learn that too much light makes some folks nervous. The Renaissance, it ended when they realized our glow wasn't just a phase. It was power. A long pause, the trees surrounding sway in agreement. Then the sound of laughter and rhythmic footsteps breaks the silence as a group of men in crisp suits walking in formation passes through the park. Cypress, proud. Now that's my time. The 70s and 80s, baby. Harlem was a classroom. The Nation of Islam brothers, they walk like kings, train like warriors. Every step, it was purpose. The streets were watching and they knew it. Jupiter leaned in. And the soil? How did you feel? Cypress's roots tightened, firm. felt steady, disciplined, like it had a backbone. Even when the city tried to shake us, we held strong. Willow nodded. But let's not act like it was all struggle. You know good and well Harlem was still alive. That was a soul music era, baby. A man in an Adidas tracksuit and gold chain passes by, nodding his head, singing a song only he can hear. Cypress grinning. Teddy Pendergrass, Al Green, Gladys Knight and the Pimps. Whew. You had you heard two notes before somebody fell in love. Jupiter laughing. What about the fashion? I know y'all wasn't as fly as we are now. Cypress laughing too. Oh, we had style, baby. Rope chains, Kangol hats, shell toes, baggy jeans with crop tops. The girls was fly and the guys was fly, and we had confidence. It was unmatched. Jupiter curious again. What was the lesson of your time? Cypress was serious now. That strength and dignity walk hand in hand. And that looking good and being good ain't really the same thing, baby. A pause. Then a group of young people walk by. Some with natural curls, some in hoodies, some in bold colors and free-flowing styles. They were laughing, moving easily. They were just being. Jupiter beamed, and now look at us. It's different, but in a good way. People are free now. They're chasing dreams, loving themselves, not just trying to survive, living. Cypress softens, she nods. I see it too. Back in my day, we had to fight to be seen. Now, y'all are making sure you see yourselves, and that's beautiful. Willow smiling, wiser than ever. And you know what I've learned? Through this conversation and what I know to be true, time don't go nowhere, baby. People do. Every era has its struggles, its music, its love, but no matter what, Harlem grows, we grow. The trees sway together, their burgundy leaves rustle like soft laughter. The drone pulls out as it moves back towards its owner. Watching over Harlem as it always does, the music, the past, the present, the future, it hums in the wind. And as the drone moves on, if this world were my